I just saw the funniest movie ever last night. I am so happy. Happy Thursday, everyone. Let's get to my little highlight of kindness because I really want to talk about this movie. Okay, so, okay, you know what my low is? Maybe some of you guys can help me figure this out. But, like, the back of my foot is killing me right now. Like, don't worry, I'm not going to show my bare feet. But, like, here, like, that's where it hurts. And I have no idea why. I didn't fall. I didn't hurt my foot or anything. I didn't, like sprain it or nothing. It just started hurting, like, yesterday. And it was hell just making it through my run this morning. Well, I'd say the first half of my run was okay. The second half, like near the end, that's when it got like, I cannot do this anymore. And I rarely ever think that way. So, hopefully some of you guys can give me a bit of a clue on that. Should I just bite the bullet and say my high was that I saw the movie Joyride yesterday? Because I saw the movie Joyride yesterday. It was funny as hell. And then, yes, that is going to be the topic of today's video. And, my act of kindness was, okay, so the movie got early enough where I went back to my folks' place. This is like a little before 8 o'clock. And little did I know, my folks were actually at Sam's Club. So when I got back, I helped carry stuff in. That was my act of kindness. And, that's about all I got for low and high act of kindness. I really want to talk about this movie now. Okay, so I saw the trailer for Joyride, I would say 2 to 3 months ago, I think. And regarding one of the main stars of this movie, Stephanie Hsu, who was just in Everything Everywhere All at Once, like, she only, like, just got nominated for a supporting actress at the Oscars. And now she's doing this. Kudos, girl, you got range. Because this whole movie was just, okay, how do I describe this? Imagine that you took the 4 main characters from The Hangover. And yes, I swear I can point them out. Like, Ashley Park, she's easily Doug. Sherry Cola, she's Phil. Stephanie Hsu, she's obviously Stu. Hey, Stu, there you go. And Sabrina Wu, or Deadeye, as she's portrayed in the movie, is easily Alan. Not like the creepy version of Alan that, like, drugged up everyone and then completely messed up their whole night, and so they have this hangover style thing. No, like, for sure, Sabrina Wu's character, or Deadeye, is sort of like the outcast one, the weird one, that, like, she doesn't make a lot of friends. You know, all of her friends are, online. She's really knowledgeable about, like, stuff millennials are into. I mean, among these 4 women, it is hard for me to pick a favorite character. It really is. Because, again, with Sabrina Wu's character, or, again, Deadeye, you basically made Alan, but much less creepy. And we like an Alan that's much less creepy. You have, again, Sherry Cola, who is definitely a more inappropriate Phil. It's Phil. Stephanie Hsu is Stu. I just made that comparison in a second. What am I doing? Okay, so I should probably back up. So, you see the scene is easily in the trailer, every trailer I've ever seen, where, this one Chinese family moves to, I don't think they really established where specifically they are. I think they're in Wisconsin. Maybe? I don't know. It's weird. But this one, well, they were from California, then they moved out east, I guess. And, they're at this one playground, and they find this one white couple who happen to have an adopted daughter who is of Asian descent. Notice I didn't say her nationality. There's a reason for that. And so, their daughter's of Asian descent. They have a daughter of Asian descent. These Chinese people obviously have a daughter of Asian descent. Maybe they can grow up together and be friends. And they do. And yes, the whole slide isn't available for Ching Chong's moment. That is in the movie. And even though that moment is obviously spoiled, it's still funny as hell. And they grow up to be friends. And again, the two girls, they grow up to be best friends. But not the way you would expect. See, it's Ashley Park's character, the one who, the adopted one. She is, it was like a family tree project at school. And she doesn't have a picture of her birth mom. And the kids are kind of making fun of her for it. Not like roasting her for it or anything, but they're saying, why don't you have a picture of your mom? Maybe her mom didn't want her, stuff like that. And she feels sad. And shout out to the two girls who are playing a young Ashley Park and Sherry Cola. They nailed their roles perfectly. Because, after that moment, Ashley Park's character becomes a successful lawyer, gets all the awards, everything. It's awesome. Sherry Cola's character, on the other hand, let's just say her art is very suggestive. I don't want to give away what her art is, but let's just say if you're someone who's naive like me, you're going to have a lot of questions, and trust me, I do have a lot of questions. And I haven't even gotten to Stephanie Shu's character yet, because she's Ashley Park's character's college best friend who became a famous actress. But she was known to be a rather promiscuous girl in her college days. But she's engaged to this one actress, and so she's trying to portray saving it for marriage, being a good Jesus girl, I guess. And naturally she's trying to hide who she really is. But how am I going to say this without possibly getting canceled? Let's just say it really is possible for a woman to get a tattoo anywhere on her body. And I do mean anywhere. Yeah, this is the kind of movie where you need to be, I know some kids can, watch an R-rated movie and, they have questions, but more or less they'd be okay. A kid should not see this movie. The only thing missing, it's just one bloody gore shot away from being a hard R. That's how close to over the line that is. And, excuse me. I haven't even gotten to the part about the movie yet, have I? Okay, so basically, Ashley Park becomes a successful lawyer. She wants to make partner for her firm. So she has to go to China to, close this deal. And while they're at it, Sherry Cola's character gets the idea to go find Ashley Park's birth mom. And this is spoilers, by the way. It turns out that Ashley Park's mom, or Ashley Park's character herself, isn't native-born Chinese. She's actually Korean. And the main message of this, this is a raunchy comedy. But believe me, there's a lot of heart to this movie as well. I mean, like, seriously, I was beginning to feel some feels around, like, the very end. Because Ashley Park's character finally gets to Seoul, South Korea, where her mom was originally from. And it turns out that she sadly passed away. Very sad. But she met her husband, her widower, and, they hit it off, and, they become friends. It's really great that they meet each other. And, I mean, listen, this is technically also a very cautionary tale for young girls out there. Girls, be careful about what you do when you're a teenager, please. Like, don't do anything stupid. Because that's why, sad to say, that's why adoption agencies have to deal with stuff like that every day. And, it can be tough. It can be scary. It's exactly the sort of thing that, is life-changing to some degree. But the moral of this movie, for sure, is no matter what nationality you are, or who you are, where you come from, you do not need blood relatives to have family. Your family legitimately comes from the people you surround yourself in your life who love you and lift you up rather than bring you down. And that's what this movie is really about. And that's a message I swear that doesn't get talked about enough yet. Oh, I say, yeah, I mean, it's hardly ever talked about at all. I mean, straight up, 2 of my cousins are adopted. And we don't love them any less at all. We love them, in fact. In fact, one of them just recently got married. And it was one of the most beautiful weddings I'd ever been to. I cried. It was my cousin who got married in November, by the way. Not that I'm actually inviting myself to anyone's wedding, but just saying, if I cry at a wedding, ladies who are about to get married, if I cry at a wedding, it's going to be good. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there, okay? So, at the end of the movie, Ashley Park's character, starts her own firm. Sherry Cola's character is becoming a successful artist. Stephanie Shu's character is being in a movie directed by Greta Gerwig, which, okay, good to see they keep things real in this universe. And Sabrina Booth's character is happy that she actually has friends now, like really great friends. And so, they go to Paris, having, a second trip and stuff like that. It's really funny. They look at all the art in the park, and they're just, turning their head, And and Ashley Park's like, if you got something, yeah, it's hungry. So they go to dinner, and Stephanie Shu's character is talking about that her and her fiance are getting married in spite of what happens in the movie. And they joke that they should get matching tattoos in the one area I don't think I would ever expect anyone to ever get a tattoo. It turns out Sabrina Wu's character already got one. And it glows in the dark. Ladies, I'm not gonna lie, I have a lot of questions. I got a lot of questions. I'd rather not ask them here, but I can definitely say, here's the thing, they're questions I already know the answer to, but I have to ask for a second opinion, I guess. So full disclosure, Joyride was funny as hell. It's easily the funniest movie I've seen this whole year. And it's funny. It's got a lot of comedic scenes. It's full of heart. It actually has a very great message. I mean, kudos to Adele Kim for taking 4 very, very, very great actresses. Because by all accounts, every single one of them steals the show when they're on screen. And kudos to director Adele Kim for like balancing that out, you know, doing her thing and like making this movie work. And a while back, I actually saw a really important interview of how it really is great how people of different nationalities, in this case, people of Asian descent, who are making like these, I wouldn't necessarily call it big budget movies, but they're making their presence known in the film industry. And I think that's amazing. I think, seriously, I mean, if you like the movie, it's from the people who brought you Crazy Rich Asians, and I love Crazy Rich Asians, and I literally just talked about how Crazy Rich Asians is on my Mount Rushmore of rom-coms. If any of you guys like that movie, you're going to love Joyride. If you guys are in for a good laugh, you're going to love Joyride. If you're younger than the age of 17, you're going to have a lot of questions, so I wouldn't really recommend you watch it, but, you know, if your parents are okay with letting you watch it, that's fine, I guess. And this really was an experience. This is like the kind of movie like I needed to see. And, you know, to all the people behind Joyride, thank you for making this movie. I am, like, whatever you guys do, like, count me in. I am so there for watching it. The ultimate goal is I become famous enough to actually be in one of those movies. It's not gonna happen though. But, you know, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, this was a great movie. And to give you perspective of how funny this movie was, as I was leaving the theater, I overheard these two ladies talking to each other, and one of them said that her sides were hurting because she was laughing so much. Nuff said. I hope you'll like this movie. Yes, this over 17-minute video is a movie, apparently. I don't know. I hope you'll like this video, and if you did, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I am very humbled I made this video for all of you guys watching Joe today. Alright, before I continue, I should also tell you, this is an early access screening. In fact, while I was at the movies last night, I actually purchased my early access screening for a movie that I'm seeing next week as well. I'm excited for that one too. Hope I like this video. If you like this video, channel, I'm very homely. This video, you guys want to enjoy today. Right. I'm wonderful. I'm hopeful they have a wonderful Thursday. And remember, if you guys want to talk with channels, we'll be here to let you know. So I'll be back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.